You're listening to Productivity Monsters in the Morning. We are the energy volt your real estate business needs to get you up and out and excited and productive for the day. We go over trending topics and things that really matter in the market of the moment. Here are your hosts, Tiffany Hampton and Brooke Silva.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, life moves so fast, does it not?
So fast. I
So
can't
fast.
believe it's already like I'm calling it mid-February. I know it's the second week, but it's basically mid-February and then we are gone for the last week.
Yeah, I rushed through life through April. Like April 1st hits, and then I want it to slow down until October 15th, and then it could speed up again.
I know life goes very fast.
Yeah. Yeah. We literally, if you look at, months as 12 halves, quarters, whatever in a game of light, like literally we've done our 1/12 of our year is done. And it's already February 6th. And it's like, where did life go?
Quickly by us.
Yeah. Which is why you have to show up.
You do. And there are days we don't. We know
Yeah.
that. You can't show up every day at a level so huge that you burn out. But man, when you do show up, that's addicting because of the results. The results almost become addicting.
Yep. Well, and I will, the other piece of that is, and we talk about our different personalities. Like I am very specific on who I allow in my personal world because I'm a Scorpio, which I sting. Let's start there. And then on the other side of it, the other side of it though is, that energy of having the wrong people is a problem.
It can be.
So I am all in on your success and I will support you in every way I can. You make it to the inner circle and then you're my person and you're vice versa.
Yep.
But that inner circle you need to protect.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
And roles like ours, like I have over 100 coaching clients in my life besides maps. That's just like in the region, the productivity coaching. And you know who's going to be successful by who shows up.
You do. It's what's really hard is that the personalities of the people walking in either fight it or roll with it or
Right.
are so we've talked about this. I came from a world in which I had never been coached. So when
Right.
I got here, I was like, I'm not sure why you're pushing this on me so hard. I'll ask you to stop because I don't like it
Right.
and it hurts. So can we just make it stop for a little bit? Because this is a lot. This is a lot. And it was funny because once I started getting coached and I understood what it was, I thought it was micromanagement and what it was accountability, but it was with the accountability we agreed upon.
Right.
And that's a different feeling. And I wish we talked about coaching a little differently because I think people would be less resistant to it. All of a sudden they see I have to pay someone to do my job. And almost all the time, yes, there's a fee to coaching. Anybody who is a coach in any world gets paid to do this. And those who have coaches succeeded. It's proven over and over, no matter what world you're in. But unfortunately, people come into our world and they see, I'm not making income, yet you want me to pay someone. Well, I say this, it is very, the amount of people who come back to coaching because they didn't start was incredible. And they wasted time and money fighting what could have been one of the greatest paths laid out with accountability that matters to them.
Yeah. Well, and there's different levels of coaching in our world too, right? Like number one is when you just walk in, you pay a productivity coaching fee, but you don't pay that till you close on something.
Right.
So all the time and energy that a productivity coach pours into you, and if you never produce, like they just poured that energy into you, right? So, and then now you're leveling up and you pay a monthly fee for it and your business quadruples. Like I coach both levels. Like I coach the brand new agent and I coach those that have earned the right to pay for a MAPS coach. And it's fun to watch, but I'm seeing now, there's a few different scenarios when it comes to coaching. Number one, what's your goal? How bad do you want it? We're going to get
Right.
you there.
Right.
And that piece is like, I have two examples. I have somebody, one that's dual career and one's full time. The dual career shows up every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. for our dual career session. And he's dialed close to $3,000 at this point, talked to close to 300 people, and has like, probably when he reports out today, he'll have over 40 people in his pipeline, gone on 8 appointments, 6 held, 3 listed
Like you just,
in 6 weeks. Well, probably 8 weeks now at this point. Then I have somebody else who joined last week, met with me on Friday, asked me what to do. I literally gave them directions on what to do. And I said, don't worry about figuring it out, because once you get the piece of business, we'll work with you to figure it out. And she's listing $2 million in real estate.
that's a lot of money.
And she's been in the business less than 7 days.
That's a lot of money.
Those results don't always happen, but the more you show up, the more they happen.
It's incredible.
Yep.
It's incredible.
So, I mean, I don't care what you do in life. If you don't have a coach, how much time are you wasting? And how much goal, like, let's also go with, and I think why I'm so passionate about it is because I've been a single mom for pretty much my entire parenting world. And my life wouldn't be what it is had I not had this industry and people to push me.
Well, I think too that the industry gets a bad rap because people come into it for reasons that may not be the same as others around them. They think they see quick money, and there's no such thing as quick money in this world.
No.
I will fight tooth and nail for that
Quick
one.
money is you get a deal your first 7 days, you get it under contract the next 7 days, and maybe it closes within 90. That's
Right.
quick money.
I think, there are places that put our real estate industry in a poor light. We had a great guest speaker on yesterday on one of our classes, and they talked about reputation in this business. And if we all just spoke the same language, life would be a lot easier in our world, and our industry wouldn't get the bad rap it does. Because some of the greatest people I know live in this industry with the biggest hearts and do things that the world doesn't see because they're not braggers, right? They don't talk about the good they do. And if they didn't work as hard as they did, they wouldn't be able to give back the way they can.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So why you hustle could be different.
Mm-hmm.
I hustle for my family, you hustle for your family.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We've always done that. Maybe you have a charity that's near and dear. Maybe you want to make sure you break the cycle of poverty. There's all these things. But at the end of the day, the only person that can have the drive is the person themselves. We can help you, but if there's not a motivating thing within you, we can't find that spark. We can't help you fuel it.
Right.
If you haven't figured out your big why, and your big why doesn't hurt if you fail to achieve certain things, work with us.
Mm-hmm.
Work with us. That nobody is not coachable. I'm sorry. Like when people say I'm not coachable, no, you're resistant to coaching. There's a difference.
Yep.
Somebody at KW said that to me once, because not me. I was in a room where they were talking about different situations of how to help agents who have that mentality and mindset. And it was funny because the coach, who I'm deathly scared of, said to the person in the room that you dragged me to,
I know
you know where it was. They basically said, it's not that you're not coachable, it's that you're resistant to it. Next question. And I was like,
yeah. Yep. See, he makes me look so nice and sweet.
You know what it is? It's not that I'm scared of him. It's just a lot of
It's intense.
it's intensity that you fill up my intensity meter, and that's that. And I'm okay with that.
Yep.
I'm very much okay with that, Tiffany.
Yeah. No, I coached with him for 2.5 years.
Yeah,
I cried. I don't cry.
I love him. I love
Yeah.
him. But
There were a few times that he, I didn't cry on screen, but I also wear my emotions on my chest. So the minute I get emotional, like you see it right here. And if I get angry, you see it right here and all over.
oh, I could be livid right now and you wouldn't know, which is funny because you have a lot of emotions and you say you're cold. You're not. You just emote out.
Yeah.
Whereas I am this 24/7, right? Until I get off of something and then I call you and I was like,
Right. Yeah.
right. I also have a ton of energy that needs to be funneled somewhere, and sometimes it goes that way. Well, friends, don't be resistant to coaching. Reach
Don't
out
be
to us.
resistant to taking action, even if it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. All of our classes end with moments that sparked little light bulbs that going off in your brains. We call them ahas. The other thing we asked for is, what are you going to put into instant action? When you sit down in one of our classes, I love how people act shocked when it's their first time because they're like, we laughed. We almost cried. It was like the gamut of emotions, and I have so much I want to do, and that's great. But if you try to do it all, you'll do nothing. So what is the one thing you're going to do today to move yourself forward? It could be that the roadblock you put in front of yourself, you just got to go around it, or you got to turn around and go back to the real path.
Yep.
So take some action. Light that fire within yourself. Nobody else can do it but you. And we're here to help you find it. Because sometimes you just need a slap in the face or a hug. And one of us will give you them. I promise. I think you know who will give you what.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other part. Like, we ask great questions to get you to find what's going to push you forward.
Right.
And we all have blind spots.
We do.
It's like I don't coach really close friends because I can't see behind their blind spots because
you love
they're
them.
really close friends.
Which is funny because you are my most favorite coach I've ever had. And we are able to actually draw the line between friendship. And I'll say to you, take your freaking coach hat off right now, or hey, put on your friend hat. I need a friend. Like,
I had somebody who told me, don't use your coaching words on me.
My kids are at that point.
I was like, but you need to be coached at this moment in time.
My family's like that.
Oh, I know.
My family is like that.
I don't know how not to ask questions. It took me like forever and a day to figure out how to ask questions. And now that I ask questions, I can't stop.
Really difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really difficult.
Yep. All right, my friend. Have an amazing day.
You too. And we will talk very soon. Bye.